Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, last episode we were working on, lovely factory over there. And this episode we're going to get some of the, the core features of the factory online. Mainly the refineries, because they're expensive. So, in order to get the resources for the refineries, well, I had to go on a supply run and get some alloy plate. Now, these lovely refineries are really damn expensive because alloy plate uses platinum, and so therefore we needed to go to the fleet to get some because there is no platinum on planets. Well, at least not on this one. If we have a look in here, you can see, ooh, lovely, it's red on the walls, and I've welded some of the floor, and we've got, lights to allow people to see. Yeah, I got bored. So what? Right. So let's go down here and let's start placing these things. Now we should have a 1 block gap in between each refinery for this way, which would be the lengthways, and then widthways we have a 2 block gap. And then we should have a 2 block border around the entire thing. So yeah, let's place this one down first. And then this one second, so I don't have to, navigate myself around this place again. Yeah. And so there we go. Lovely refineries. Now you may notice that these things require 3,000 alloy plate and 5,000 steel and a few hundred of some other things. Yeah, it's gonna take me a bit in order to weld this stuff up, especially since I can only carry so much alloy plate at once, and because we can't access it from here, there's going to be travel time. Everybody loves travel time. I believe you also welded up some steel. That was unintentional, but useful. So I'm going to be back in a second once I've got at least one of them up and running, so that we can connect it to the system and do some other things that are required before we can move on with the next step. And there we go. We have a lovely refinery. Yeah. Couldn't really see it properly because the lighting dimmed down. Noted that the lighting dimmed down. What? That doesn't even make sense. If I go out here, the brightness increases. Not because it's becoming morning. And then if I go in here, yes, you can see the brightness of the entire place decrease. Because, the game doesn't want you to, burn your eyes out or anything. Okay, so since we've got one of them working, since we've got one of them freezing all the time, well, we've now got one working, so what we need to do now is connect it to the network, which is pretty easy if if I do say so myself. First things first, we need to go down here, and because I changed my mind on how I want to do this. First of all, let's throw stuff away. That might be a good idea. Because what we can do, we can get rid of this. Yeah, we can get rid of it. Forget anything down there. Just need some steel. Just need some steel. Get some steel and place and weld. Now what we can do, yeah, because there's a conveyor under here, what we can do is we go down here. I keep saying what we can do quite often. It's get on my nerves just a tad. We can go down here. Keep going, and then continue this way, then continue this way, and have something like this, where we have, well, I need some interior plate to actually show what this is going to look like. First of all, I should probably, mine this stuff. So let's get rid of you, right, and then continue. Right, yes, good. And then also get rid of you. Good, right. That should be enough leeway. Now, what we want to do is we want to change this thing here so that it is a thing. Not very descriptive there, Jake. We need to change this bit here into a lovely little, happy little conveyor junction. because, you know, it's going to be annoying if I have to go in more directions than this. So I'll place that down, weld it a bit. We need 8 small steel, some construction, some things, some other things. So I need 8. No, I don't want solar cells, thank you. 8 of you, and then a bunch of you, and then a bigger bunch of you. Okay. So yeah, we want to weld that up so that everything's connected again. We should see that being green, showing us everything is connected, and then, you know, we just get conveyor tubes. They don't have to be completely visible. We just need to make sure that this is going in the correct direction, and the planetary grid being in the correct location is very, very helpful. So if we do that, and in fact, we don't need an offshoot here. So basically, we need a conveyor junction here, a conveyor junction here. No, we don't even need a conveyor junction here. Well, we will, just for, you know, future-proofing. Oh, I'm stuck again. So basically, once we do that, then we have conveyor junction, and then conveyor junction, and those will connect into the conveyor ports on the refineries. You know, these fine fellows. So what we need to do now is we just need to weld this all together. So let's get a bunch more interior plate, because I know that's going to be needed. Let's get about, you know, 100 more. Should be enough. And then we also need some more construction components. And then we also need some... what else do we need? Small steel tube? I think so. Yeah? Maybe. And then some motors, I believe, is all we need. And I'm correct. Yeah, it would be useful if, you know, doing this thing on a planetary grid didn't kill me every 10 minutes. Right, so we've got that done, and then we can jetpack out, cover the floor, because that's usually a good way to make sure that workplace safety is, you know, guaranteed. So I want to go across here, and go this, yeah, except we don't want that. Okay, weld this up. Jump across, weld these guys up. Then we have conveyor junctions here and here and here and here and here and here, and then we just weld these up. Okay. And now, since we've only got one refinery actually welded together, we can throw that there, weld it up, and this should be connected. Huzzah! We are good. So this refinery, lovely refinery, is now online-ish. Well, it's not the best that it could be. I mean, it's got 100% productivity, efficiency, and power efficiency, but it does have quite a lot of modules which we will probably use to decrease its power usage. Because don't these things gobble power like no tomorrow. And since we don't mind that much here, it's fine. Right? It's fine. Don't need to think about it. So now that we've got this here, we can get rid of, you know, fella malad over there. So let's get rid of all the junk in our inventory. Double check that the refinery doesn't have anything in it. Good. And break down. Right. Drop off inventory before we break it, so that we don't have things colliding everywhere. Good. And then we can break this, and this, and this. And then return it to its lovely, regular armoured form. Isn't that nice? We now have refinery. Good. We have floors. Good. And it's all connected to the same network, which is even better. I probably have some materials I can throw on here, but I'm not going to, because I want to do that properly later. Now, whilst, you know, me getting the rest of this up and running is going to be, you know, a bit lengthy in terms of how much time it uses, there is something that we can do to improve the way we can get resources into the base. And that is the lovely little landing pad on top. Now, it's not a landing pad right now, but it will be. So if we go to top, You can see, lovely little area here. We're going to need to build quite a lot of stuff. So let's, first of all, let's get a hole in the roof. I just need to double check how much hydrogen. We're nearly down to 1 bottle. That's fine. There's no middle on this section, but there is here. Okay. So if we have this block here, be our, hatch in which we can have things thrown in and all sorts of things. So if we have here being a connector. Yeah, you know what? Let's just throw a connector here for now. We can change how it is later. So we want a connector here. Yeah? We'll weld that up in a second. And then we'll just need piping going all the way down, noting that the way that the piping is going to interact with the building is going to change. But if we can then move the dropship over to here, and everything will be fine, because then it's much easier for me to grab things from the dropship, throw them in there, dropship there, and we can, use no, it's not too many items. That's Minecraft. No, Tim Talden Inventory Manager, I believe. I may be pronouncing it wrong. But yes. Now, because my OCD is going to get, the better of me, I just need to double check to see if, this is going to work with my scheme. 1, 2... Oh, this is not... That's not... 1, 2... Oh, that's not nice. Well, we can leave that out. Good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well... It's not, it's not within building regulations, but it's not like I care. Well, it is that I care, but you get the point. Stop, yelling at me in the comments that that everything I say is fallacious. Yes, it is. Even my, pronunciation of fallacious is also wrong. Well, it might be right. In which case, I told you so. I truly am mad. Right, so we need some of you, and then we also need some of you, and then we also need some of small steel tube, and then we probably need some metal grid somewhere along the line. Right, let's get up there. Let's build up. Ah, I missed the computers. Well, there's computers in the oh yeah, don't do that. That will lead to a nasty time in the hospital, even though we don't have one. Yeah, we don't have a hospital, though we do, however, have a med room. So I guess that counts. Right, we're going to need more of this. We're going to need more construction component. Then we're going to need interior plate. Right. So we want to place you. Go there, go there, go there, go there. Okay. So we're now down to here, right? But it's going to be a bit weird doing this. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to break you. Yes, I know we made it functional, and yes, I know that I just did that. I can't place you there for some reason. I'll place it there. Just hold some things. I need to pick up the pieces and then place this and then weld it. Excellent. Break this. Good. And then we can have conveyor tube go upwards. This will be the connection to the the next section. We're gonna have to do some madness over here. Right. Let's turn you around. Noting that this is not the final conveyor junction thing that I have got planned, but it will do for now. That should be aligned, correct? Oops. Oops. I think that impacted the floor. It didn't break though. I'm gonna hand it to you. These these scaffolding really is durable. Okay, so now that we've got that up and running, let's get... Well, now that we've got it placed, let's get it up and running. That's what I meant to say. Place bets for what I'll run out of first. One of the possible bets is I don't run out. Ah, it's interior plate. Well, whoever guessed interior plate wins. Nothing. You can, sit there gleefully whilst I, go get some more resources. Right, just final thing. Good, right, we've got that. And that should now be connected, except that it's not going to show up as connected because we have yet to actually build it properly. So, let's get in the dropship. Get in the dropship. Doo-doo, doo-doo. I'm not going to make that song. Please don't make me do that. Close this dampeners on, parking off, and up. Now, it's going to be a bit weird to get around this. Because I need to get, first of all, I need to get above the antenna. Then I need to get above the factory. Noting that this is going to be quite the tight squeeze. And then I need to rotate. Hope I'm aligned, which I'm not. Thankfully, the UI gives me a good, horizon thing. I don't know what it's properly called because I'm not a simulation nut like some people. Not that simulation nuts are nutty. It's just that they're very, very into simulations, which I might be if it allowed me to nuke people. Like DEF CON, because DEF CON's fun. Right, let's align ourselves to the ground, land a bit, park, turn off enough dampeners so that we don't have any madness, open the doors, and exit. Hey everybody, we've now got a landing pad on the roof, or at least it's a clear area on the roof. So we just need azimuth. I said we just need azimuth. Good. This. That. Yes, I need to rename that. Though actually it doesn't matter, does it? No, doesn't really. Well, we don't need a cargo output for. Okay, right. Let's do some housekeeping, shall we? Housekeeping. Right. So we need. Right. So we need to change this to cargo. We'll just go cargo factory. Yeah, because I have forgotten the way that I named things. Yes, cargo output, that's it. Well, we'll just do cargo, since there's a regular cargo rather than output. We'll hide you off of... no, we don't need to. Okay, right. So, we've now got that. No. Yeah, yes, there we go. Right, we've got the thing, so I can now start throwing things in. Praise the sun. Right. So, we've now got, lovely connector here, so that we can get things in and out of the factory pretty quickly. Or rather, in and out of the base pretty quickly. So that's another quality of life improvement there. Lovely. Now, I am guessing it's close to some sort of wrapping up, because I have work to do, which is refinery, get those all linked up, and then start planning, well, no, get more resources, because I'm going to, bring down resources from the shipyard, which I think I have a plan of how to do that. It's I codename it Crash the Shipyard into the Planet, which is probably a bad idea. Or we create a dedicated cargo ship that works as something so that I can get up there. An alternative would be using the Stargate mod, but I see that as kind of cheaty just to move items around. We could use the teleporters to be able to get up and down and just use our player character, but then again it's going to be a lot of annoyances. I mean, if I had like, I don't know, 10 people along with me, constantly teleporting up and down, well, first of all, it would kill my computer. But second of all, I don't want that to happen again. Second of all, it would mean that, much faster. It might be completely boring for them, but, well, they chose to be here. Anyway, yes, I'll be working on things, and then we'll be back next episode to do either the assemblers or something. I don't know. Probably assemblers. But until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.